In the last video, we looked at how you could use an import file to update brands against various products. If you're doing your initial uploads, or you wanted to do some mass uploads at some later stage in the process, we used a map file that we'd created. It had the product SKU, product ID, and we were using the brand range label or name to actually update those records. And this one, I just want to show you a slightly different way, that if you've actually know all of the IDs, you could just use the IDs instead. So in this instance, we're going to use the product ID as the identifier for the file, and the brand's range unique ID that signifies, whatever it is over here in terms of its name. So we're going to use the update method within that. So I've created a file which is product brand ID. So as you can see, we've got the SKU which we used in the last video, but in this instance we're going to use the product ID. And we're going to use the brand ID as the lookups. So we go to our file. This is what we're updating here. These brands, and we're going to be using this as the link to do this. We're going to be using these as the links to update our references for our brands. So into products, create the import. Pick up your file, so product brand import using brand ID, open, update existing records, but in this instance we're going to use the ID as opposed, we used the SKU as the last time, as the unique identifier for the file. Hopefully this works. I'm going to choose a map so I don't have to untick all of the elements. I'm just going to change this because I want to use the brand ID in this instance. I'm going to change this file as well to use the ID as the unique identifier, which should be sets. Let's have a look. Everything's not mapped, which is all good. SKU is there. We're using the ID. We're just going to use the ID as the column here, and we're going to untick for the purposes of this the SKU. So we're using the IDs to do the updates. Setting normal because we've only got a small record of a small number of records to update. There's no pick list creation in here, and the beauty of using the map is I don't have to go through it to untick any default fields. So I'm just going to submit this, and it's run. There's no errors. And if we go back to our product sets, let's just make sure that we're getting what we expect. Yep. There's our brand ranges for the products. If we go into them, we can see that it's been set. So this is just really showing you how we're using an import file to update bulk records within the PIM. So 2 methods or 3 methods. Just to recap, we can just do a simple select the product, select the brand on a manual basis. We can select lots of products from a view and mass update them, meaning just give them the same brand, or we can use an import file, using various sort of links to do the same job. So that's really covering the brands, how you could update products with the correct brands using the AP PIM methodologies.